Hello everybody, we got a fun episode here for you today on the repair show. We got a Mac TaskMaster scan tool. This is an automotive repair tool, plugs into the onboard diagnostic ports. They've been standard on vehicles since 1996, so it's a pretty handy diagnostic tool for your more than savvy automotive mechanic. And we got some problems here with this unit today. Let's just slip her on over. This is, yeah, ooh, delicious. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go like this, and yeah, that's how you fix that. You don't really want to touch that crap, so we're just gonna onto the floor and brush your hands off real good. And we're gonna get in there and clean a lot of this corrosion out, because this is no bueno. We're probably gonna open up the back panel here too and take a look inside, see if there's anything wrong on the circuit board. Any battery acid may leak down there, damage trace, and various different important support components. And we'll get in there and repair any damage if there is any, and then from there we'll power on and test. So let's get started with that. Okay guys, so the first thing I'm going to really do here, so I'm just going to come here, regular old wire brush, and just get in there and just kind of, you want to just really kind of get up under these little contacts here and make contact with the battery. Now this unit does have an auxiliary power input, but we're real concerned about making sure we clean this out real good. And got a little thunder in the background, fun. So yeah, we're just gonna do this. Really just get in there, find one of these guys. They're really useful for just everything. We need to knock crap off stuff. Just must have in the tool bag. And okay, so we got all the most of the crud knocked out. Come back in here with a little compressed air and just as much of this crap out as we can. This stuff is black death for anything on a PCB. Anything on a PCB just gets eaten alive by this stuff. You want to get all of it if you can. Don't breathe that, by the way. Very bad for you. Carcinogens. See, so we've still got just this little minor pit of corrosion down here. Let me get the light turned on. That's a bit better. You see, we got the got this minor pit of corrosion down there, so we're gonna get in there. This one down here is in pretty rough shape. We're probably gonna hit that with some sandpaper. This guy too. Got some pretty heavy oxidation. Focus. Thank you. Yeah. So let's hit that with some sandpaper. Yeah. You're just gonna get it all cleaned up nice. Some good 120 grit sandpaper here. Is this 120? No, it's 150. Yeah. Just come back with the compressed air. Blow the crap out. You see, I can actually see some silver on that contact when it was come on, focus. Focus. When it was mostly black before. So, yeah, looks a little bit better. We're gonna keep going on it though. Try and get down there at the bottom. Believe it or not, if you just kind of got like a little white surface layer of oxidation, you just make sure your fingers clean first. Just give it a little lick there. Use that little bit of saliva. You can actually since it's mildly acidic, just use it to kind of very gently clean the surface. And yeah, and a whole touch more dandy down there now on that side. And got a few more points of concern on the other side here. Finger lick method here. Not so finger licking good. So we've been filing at it for a little while, so we just got a few more points. I think I'm gonna have to kind of scrape at this guy a little bit because I just can't get in there with the sandpaper the way I need. Right in there. And yeah, so we're gonna come with this little nail here and just kind of scrape any of this corrosion off that we can. So you see, I don't think I'm getting any more of that oxidation off. It's just not gonna happen. But it's good enough. You know, there's actually metal to make contact with batteries now. That side came out a lot better than the other side did. So the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna open this bad boy up and check for damage on the interior before we supply power to it. But yeah, like I said, we're just gonna tear into this. It looks like we only got like 4 fasteners. Shout out to AVE there, hanging out right here. We're just gonna crap. I got the wrong bit. We're gonna have to go manual. Cue time lapse. Whoa, alright, so got a little overzealous. We're in. First impressions right off the bat are very promising. Let's go ahead. We got a little corrosion down here, this battery connector where it leaked through. Kind of hard to see, but right there, the back of the receptacle, like little connector there, you can see some corrosion. So we're just gonna pop this guy out and continue our inspection here. Let's see here, it's got to have some kind of release. Okay, so I got there. It's one of those lift and pull type of situations. You boys know what I'm talking about. Let's see. And then we're just gonna get under here and then maybe, in theory, it should. Oh my god. Pop out, you fuck. Is it just... Oh my god. Oh, good thing we did this. Yeah, it was like the corrode welded on there. Oh man. Let me get the light on so you can see this better. So yeah, look. This whole connector is just rusted to hell. Yeah. So we got some work to do there, but let's just go in here and take a closer look at the PCB. Now, battery was sitting right over the middle here. So let's just check very closely, inspect all those surface mount components for any sign of corrosion, because they're so tiny that it does not take much to damage them. Looks like most of our damage centered around this bad boy, and this is why we go inside. So nothing around there seems to be terribly damaged. So that's all good. It's all good. Let's take a look here. See what we got. So we probably got some kind of ASIC on the other side here. ASIC stands for Application Specific Integrated Circuit. And I can almost guarantee that's some kind of ASIC. Maybe over here. But probably this guy. So there's probably not going to be any damage on the other side of this. So we're not going to tear any further into this. since I'm repairing this for a customer. And no need to fix it if it's not broken. This is the only thing on the inside here that's broke. So yeah, we're going to work on that a little bit. Before we get started with cleaning up the contacts on the main PCB assembly back here for the battery connector, we had a trouble and a half getting this guy disconnected. And that's because it was just, that's because it was just so severely corroded inside this DIN connector here. You can even really see how bad the corrosion permeated down there through the back. So what we're going to do is I'm going to slip the contacts out of this DIN connector. We are going to scratch into the side there a little line so I know which side's the negative. So when we slip it back in, we're going to use a little bit of chemistry today to clean deep down inside there. Now we got some battery acid. Now this stuff is dangerous if you don't know how to use it properly and handle it carefully. Do not, I repeat, do not try this at home. I will not be held liable if you are the victim of an acid attack of your own making. And yeah, we're going to clean this corrosion off with a little bit of acid. So always want to be very, very careful. Wear your safety goggles, kids. Put those guys on now. Because, you know, acid kind of likes to dissolve eyeballs, things like that. And even though I'm wearing safety glasses, I still got my safety squints engaged. So we're just going to very gently tip this over. We're going to place the acid inside this container. That should be more than enough. Please note I'm not wearing gloves. If you ever want to try this, and I repeat, I already said don't try this at home, you should probably wear gloves. Do as I say, not as I do. Put the acid over there so we don't accidentally spill it all over ourselves. And once we clean the acid off the connectors, got a little water here, we are going to neutralize the acid with this little cup of water back there. So very carefully just kind of get everything positioned. And you know what? I didn't think I had here. Should remove the plastic thing first, so let's just move that out of the way. Grab my pick. You just want to lift up this little plastic leaf, and the wire should slip right out the ass. Just like so. Yeah, come on. Get there. There we go. See all that corrosion? Look at all that corrosion that's out there. This is why we're cleaning in there, because that would just get worse if we left it unattended. It's actually still wet in some spots, meaning the chemical reaction is still in process. So let's clean it. Now, we got our connector removed. Get our acid back over here. And in case I haven't said it, don't try this at home. We're just gonna, oh yeah. See, look at that. Look at that. Just zoom in on that a little bit. Yeah. And it's just cleaning that corrosion off. We're just going to hold on there till the bubbles kind of get down to a light mist. That's good. We're just going to kind of stick this guy over here in the water. Bring the water over here. Careful not to drip any acid on ourselves. We're just going to shake that around. Look at that. Compared to how that was before. There! Now that it's focused. But yeah, look how clean that is. Okay, that's a good thing. That's a good thing right there. Compare that to this one. So it's just a wash, rinse, and repeat here for the second one. We're just going to come down here, just like this. Yeah. Do not try this at home. Do not try this at home. See that kind of little cloudy thing that kind of moved away from the connector when I jiggled it around in the acid? That was actually the oxide layer rinsing off the connector that we just burned off with the acid. So we're gonna go over here, get our water back, just pull out a little. And we're gonna rinse this guy off in the water, neutralize our acid. Okay, and just give this guy another good little rinse-a-do. Alright, so now we've got to return our acid, and since I don't have a proper vestule, we're going to neutralize it actually with some baking soda. So we got these connectors here dealt with. They're nice and clean. We'll go over real quick how I got this off again, because I didn't quite show it too well last time. And yeah, we'll get with that in a second. That's mostly done. Set that aside for now. And now we have to deal with this guy. Oh, back that exposure. Yeah. So now we got to clean this guy off. And yeah, so we got to be careful here because we got all these surface mount components right here. And I'm gonna kind of go in with this big guy. Very just ginger-like, kind of just brush off the bad bits. Oh man, this might be bad. This guy feels a little wonky, like the corrosion has eaten into the pin. Ooh, jeez, that's looser than Bloomingdale. Oh my God, we might have to replace this pin. This pin right here is very, very loose, so we're going to be very careful cleaning this. Hopefully we don't have to replace it. So I'm just going to do this with some sandpaper. Get on the other side here. Yeah. Ooh, don't break. Don't break. Oh, 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 oh. Ah, oh man, oh man. Let me really just take a closer look here. Ooh, okay, so yeah, come take a look at this. So, if we zoom in really close on this connector, I am trying my best here. We're going to do some super stabilization of this, so sorry if it looks a little wonky. But if you look right there at the base of my pick, acid from the corrosion has eaten away at the base of this pin here. And that's why it's just kind of, you know, just flopping around in the breeze the way it does. Look, I barely touch it, it's moving around. Because there's just no more material down here at the bottom to support it. So, oh man, see, look, I'm breaking chunks of corrosion off, just poking it. Oh, come on, come on. Oh yeah, look at that. That's so bad. So bad. I can fit the contour of my pick against the flat pin. It's eaten so much away. Oh boy. So yeah, we might have to replace this. I really don't want to tear into this more than I have to, because it is a very expensive scan tool, but we may end up having to. Oh my God, yeah. Let's see what we can do first, see if we can save it. So, with all those facts in mind, you can see why we might have a tricky situation on our hands here for this connector. So, just get this out of the way. So, I guess my next course of action I'm going to attempt here, grab my pick here, is I'm going to try and slip a pick underneath this connector and see if we can lift it up past these pins. So maybe I can put a solder blob and just kind of stabilize the pin maybe. But we just got to get under these little notches here and very gently lift this connector up out of its socket. And as you can see, it'll slowly start to raise up over those pins. Oh boy. Come on, baby. for there. There we go. Come on. Now I can kind of hook the pick under the whole socket and just kind of lift. Oh, with super gentle force. Come on. Up and at 'em. Let's try something flat. Ooh. Oh, 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 up, 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 up. Don't break, don't break, don't break. Please 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 don't break. Woo-hoo! Alrighty then. Oh man. That was making me a little tight. Oh, why did I just do that? Jeebs. Oh my goodness. Just stay there. Alright, let's see. Alright. Oh man. So you can really see it now, especially. Just how dramatic the material eat away was there. See? You can literally see it just ate like a perfect circle around those pins. Just got all that corrosion sitting around these delicate components. So yeah, I think we may try and go for a solder blob on that. See if we can just make that a little more skookum, to coin a phrase. Here's my thinking. I am going to just snip this off because I mean, just it's too hinky. I can't slip the connector down if I put a solder blob on there to stabilize it. So I'm just gonna clip the pins off about right where we saw that heavy material eat away right there, just underneath that. We're gonna solder the connectors directly onto the PCB. So I don't think anyone's probably ever gonna tear into this thing again. So not much need for a connector there, and if someone's tearing it into it to repair it again, well, they're probably smart enough to fix it themselves. So that's my thinking. So I think that's going to be our course of action here today. So let's see. So I guess this kind of hurts my soul here, but I'm just gonna oh, that hurts my soul so bad. Okay, so just break that guy off. Oh goodness, what did I do with my clippers? What did I do with my clippers? Pause. And we're back. So we're just gonna, oh my god. Just right about the same level, just boop. Give her a little snip-a-doo-dah there. And I'm just having camera malfunctions out the wazoo today. But yeah, so let's just, we're gonna close this crimp up a little bit. Just so we can get a slightly more bonded contact on there. May even come in with some heat shrink tubing here. Yeah, let me get some of that actually. Yeah, got some heat shrink here. Flip her around there, see if we can get some solder to actually bridge this connection here. Come on, baby. Solder. Probably should have tinned this first. Too late now. Oh man, you guys are probably watching me think I'm like the worst solderer in the world here. It doesn't want to flow. See if we can just get that pin nice and hot there. Yeah. Don't breathe that. Alright, we do actually have somewhat of a bridge now, so I'm going to pick up this excess solder. But It is soldered. Hard to see there, but there is a joint that's formed. Slip our little heat shrink over our red wire before we start. Making the best of a worse situation, guys. I know this is not exactly the most ideal way to go about this, but I was told to fix it for cheap, so that's what I'm doing. Get what you pay for, guys. Alright. That's good. That's good stuff right there, so we'll just get this heat shrink slipped around it before it contracts too much from the ambient heat, so we don't get any shorts. And I'm just gonna shrink that up with the soldering iron. I'm gonna stab you in the heat shrink with a soldering iron. That's good. That should work just fine now. So we're just gonna kind of fold that over a little bit. And that's a repair for the most part. I am not too proud of the solder job, but working with the gear the dear Lord gave us. Let's get back together. So we got our repair in place. We're gonna reassemble the chassis now and conduct some field trials. So yeah. Whoa! Hold the phone. Almost forgot the strap. Can't forget the strap. Slip that in over its little notches where it belongs. There we go. Can't forget the strap. Can't forget the strap. All right, here we go. All right. There we go, should put back together. Now, seeing as I don't have 6 AA's handy, we're going to use the auxiliary power cord with the battery and power it with cigarette lighter power. Just slip that guy back on there. Let's do this. Got that plugged in. Moment of truth. Hey, hey. Alright, hey, let's see. Internal batteries are low, please replace the batteries. We know that. Alright, so I think the next thing to do is wait for the rain to stop. Go on out to the old beater, plug her in, because I'm pretty sure I got a pending code. I already know what it is, but it'll be a good test. Let's do that. Okay guys, I'm down here in the old Jeep. We're gonna go ahead and put this bad boy through its paces. I'm just gonna pan over here ever so slightly. So, gonna reach down there, find our diagnostic port. Now, I already know where it is. Kinda. There it is. And I got an ultra gauge 2 plugged in there already, so let's just get that bad boy unplugged. Rest that right there. So here's our OBDII patch cord. This particular hand scanner supports several different connector types for various different imports and whatnot. Very professional tool. Grab my diagnostic port there. Just slam that guy up in there. Okay, we're gonna come around, take our DV25 connector and slap that in there. Make sure everything's nice and tight. Power. Okay, and now we turn the key on. Got my seatbelt, shut that up. Alright, even though we're not going anywhere. So, the computer should be on. We'll power this guy up. It says we need the 3 3774-01 cable. 3774-01 cable. Okay, that's good. Alright. Custom data stream diagnostic trouble codes. So let's see. Let's hear a data stream there. Establishing vehicle communication. Sweet. Let's see, brake switch. Ha! Isn't that cool? Alright, hey, let's start the engine, see what happens. So, we got no data there. That's because the engine's off, so let's turn it on and see what happens. So, power, various high and low inputs on the sensors. Nice. It's just, yeah. It's pretty cool. See what happens. So, right there, AC clutch, very top one, it says high, probably because it's off. Probably go low when I turn the AC on. Nice. That's pretty cool, that works. So, let's go back. Sensor test mode data items. Establishing vehicle communication. So yeah, there's our live data stream. That is really cool. We got engine RPM, it looks like, at the top, so let's give her a little gas. Whoop! Almost lost the trap by. Let's give her a little gas. Look at that, it graphs out the engine RPM. That's pretty cool. What a very useful tool. So let's scroll down there a little bit, see what else we got going on here. It's just like TPS voltage and whatnot. Throttle position sensor. Really cool stuff. I would call that a very successful repair. And she's back up and running. Was not working before. And yeah, seems to be working just fine. It's communicating just fine with my engine computer. And that's a done deal there. We're gonna put her back out on the showroom floor. Hopefully she gets sold. Guys, I hope you liked that video. Stay tuned for more of the repair show coming at you. We're going to pump out episodes as quick as we can. I do this on my own time, so sorry, there's been a little bit of a gap in there. I'm going to be filming the rest of my episode here on this guy, the Intimus 077 SE Federal Document Shredder. It's repaired, and we'll go through what we did with it and give it a little demonstration. So thanks for watching, guys.